how's it going, guys? It's Shut Door or Door Shutter coming back with a brand new episode of A Step Back. Today is episode 7, and I quickly want to make a new sword. So, I'm gonna make just a default broadsword. I might look into making a cleaver sooner or later, but for now, we're gonna do this. So, one of the things is with a sword is you can actually put sharpness on this, right? And you can put a decent chunk, but they do require modifiers. And of course, I could put a bone on here and make, a decent chunk of durability. But what I'm actually going to do is use a paper tool rod. Of course, this is going to give a very, very crap amount of durability. But we're going to put a diamond, we're going to put an emerald, and everything on this. But you can see here, modifiers 3. This will give modifiers 4. And I'm pretty sure if we actually looked at paper and check out do this. This might be a better option if we wanted to. So let's actually quickly check that out. So here, and we're going to probably need some more paper. So let's actually craft that up. You need about 6 pieces of paper, I think. Actually, it's about 5. 5, 4, somewhere around there. So let's go. Yeah, so it's just 4. All right. And we'll put it in this bottom slot. And if we put this where the Ardite piece is, and we change this to bone, this should give us the same effect, right? So swap this, and then swap this. All right, then you can swap this back. So we do still get the 4 modifiers, and I think, what is that? About 400 durability, but that's okay. So I think this is going to be a better option, so we don't have to worry about durability right away. But we're going to grab this, and we're going to throw it in here. And we're actually going to put Mending Moss right away. And pointy, stabby thing. There we go, perfect. And that is our sword. All right, now let's put some sharpness on this because it's not going to be that great right away. I mean, it does already a decent chunk of damage compared to this. It does 0.2 more, which is fantastic. But we can actually make this better. So if we grab nether quartz here, this will give us general sharpness, right? Nothing else. We could put smite on this if we wanted to. But down here you can see it says sharp. So we need 72 pieces to actually make this a full level of sharpness. So let's actually grab whatever quartz we have in here. Toss this in here and we can see that we get 72. And if we do this, let's see. So you can see we're at 13.96. So we go up a whole, level and a whole point of attack. So fantastic. And of course we could put more on here. But now, if we actually grab a diamond as well here, toss this on here, toss this on here, you can see that we're already at 14.96, right? Because diamonds don't just increase durability, they also give you a few more base stats. So you can see that this is actually pretty nifty. All right. So right away, we are already just getting up there. Another thing we could do is actually increase attack speed. In this version, you do not need lightweight from amethysts. That is the 1.8 or 1.18, 1.16 version. So we actually can grab some redstone, right? And we can get a level of haste. So 20%. So let's see here. I don't think this actually tells you the... Okay, so 1.92, and this does 1.6. By default, ours does 1.6 as well. So we're kind of getting a little bit faster. If I get more modifiers, using the sword, we will actually be able to get, just in general, a better overall speed, sharpness, and whatever else we could throw on here. Because, of course, there are a ton of modifiers. Here's sharp, here's fortune, or luck, as it's called here. Emerald to increase durability. And I don't think there's anything better than Manulin. Here, let's actually check. So if we actually scroll towards Manulin to look at, actual attack. So 8.72... steel gives you 6. I don't think anything else gives you higher than 8 point whatever, right? Let's see. So yeah, it looks like Manulin is probably the best besides Vibrant Alloy. Which if we wanted to I'm curious, would that actually affect... Let's actually look at fortified again. So modifiers, fortified. Where is fortified? This thing right here. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Applies the same mining level of material. Okay, so this wouldn't actually affect what I was thinking. All right, which is fine. There's also beheading, but I would want to get a cleaver for that. Bane of Arthropods, Smite, Fiery, Necrotic, which is Lifesteal. This would actually be a pretty good thing to have on there as well. Yeah. So we've got a decent thing. Each level increases slow duration. Oh, you could actually add slow. I forgot about that. Direct. It's mine, all mine. Teleports mine things directly to you. That is actually pretty cool. I didn't know that was actually one of these. So here's embossment. Adds traits of another part. Traits are equal to swapping the part. The embossment is final and can't be changed. Requires no modifier. To take a tool and emboss it onto the tool, it's like replacing the tool part, but better. The tool gets the traits of the part in addition to already present ones, but not the stats. Okay, so if we had, like, for example, magnetize, or magnetic from iron, we could put that on there. It's pretty cool. All right, so that looks like it's all of them. I thought there was a way to... There's actually a tank. I didn't even know that. The seared furnace. Huh. Kind of forgot those were in here. I was seeing if there was a way to add more modifiers. I thought there used to be, but maybe they got them taken away. Like, maybe they took them off. Which would kind of suck, but you know. Energetic alloy gives you 400 durability. Schnazzy. Alright, so I think that is actually pretty decent. I'm looking at... I don't think there's any other books, right? I think this version only has the one book. Yeah. Alright. Because there's like Smeltery and you and a few others. And there's the Constructor's Armory. Also, side note, I tried to add Armory Expansion, which is a mod that does add more to Constructor's Armory, but I had to remove it. Not because it actually was broken, but because it was too overpowered. And I can show you an example of this. So if I actually look at the armor provided by default, the armor pieces and materials, which is a, you know, pretty small list, but this modifier 1.4, yeah, you were getting stuff that was like 20, 30, 10, yeah, which means that the durability, for example, if this was a durability or a modifier of 20 and the durability was just 13, that means it's taking 13 times 10 and that's adding it, right? So it was legitimately breaking everything. Like, you could just become overpowered to the point of just insanity. Yes, I could fix it, but I'd have to go through every single thing added from constructors or from expanded armory or armory expansion. Got to get it right. And just change everything. Would that be worth it? No, not in my opinion. So, quickly, let's actually make a drawer controller. This is something else that I wanted to do real fast. So, drawer controller, and we need a diamond, 2 comparators. So, diamond, 2 comparators. So, let's grab some sticks. We actually have a redstone torch in here. We're actually going to keep this redstone torch in here. Let's grab some of this. And I believe I just need cobblestone, or is it stone? We might need actual stone. I can't remember. Nope, let's first make 6 of these. Actually, that's the right amount. Alright. Then stone. And then quartz. There's our comparators and a button for some reason. Alright. And then we'll need a drawer. Drawer, huh? Alright, let's grab some oak wood. Also, this has been cranking still, which is fantastic. I love to see how much we're actually getting from that. Even if it's just kind of there, right? We're not really doing much with it. It's just working its little heart out over there. Alright, so drawer controller. And we're also going to need to just place this down. So right-clicking will remove everything, and all of these should be linked to this drawer controller. There's no need for anything, right? And also, there are a few keys within this that actually would be fantastic. So the quantify key shows there's quantity labels, personal key, so protect from other players if you're on a server, locks and unlocks drawers, hold an offhand to lock newly placed drawers. I didn't even know you could do that. That is awesome. But we need a few of these keys. So I actually want to get the quantify key, which means that we actually need a drawer key. So we need 2 drawer keys. And these do require gold, so they're going to be a bit expensive, but that's okay. And then we actually have only 1 upgrade template, which means that we need to make another drawer. So let's do that real quick. All right, so there's a new drawer. Then we're actually going to need some sticks. Which is this. So we get 2 more of those. And then 1, 2. We're actually going to need a few more pieces of gold, so let's just take what we have in here. I do have more in the smeltery chest, by the way, so I'm not like completely out, which is good. All right, so this, and then we need a book and quill, which means I need some sort of black dye, which I don't know if I actually have any black dye. I have a black lotus. This should actually work as black dye. Perfect. And then a book and a feather. All right, so now we've got 2 of the keys, so we can just lock all of these. And then right-clicking with this will actually show us the quantities that are inside of it. And of course, just, switching it does that. All right, we'll put those in there for right now. But I also quickly want to throw a level of luck onto this if I can. So that way we have like level 1 fortune. Think that sounds good? All right, so the next thing I wanted to look at is what is called a dev null. Or is it not called a dev null? What is it called? This thing right here. It is called a dank null, not a dev null. If you don't know what this is, it's actually one of the like kind of original pocket storage mods, right? Like this is one of them. There's several different variations, I believe, of dank null. I think Open Blocks was the one that kind of started it, and then it kind of went from there. So let's look into this. So we actually do need red stained glass. So it means we'll actually need to find glass. Do I have any in here? I do. Then I need to find... I got beets. Beets can be turned into red dye. Alright. Just need 1 set of those. Then we need this. And then coal blocks. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're probably going to need a lot of these, right? Because we need 5 of these in total. So that's not enough. So I need one more set. Yeah. So it was 5 sets, 20 in total. Okay. And then we can make our first dank null. And then what'll happen is if you shift right click here, you can see that we have a few slots. So let's actually grab like cobblestone. And you can see that we have a little bit of information. Place all but 1. No open keybind set or dictionary disabled. Selected item cobblestone. So there is ways to cycle through this. So let's actually look at this. So control, or not, I need categories, not key. Slash dank null. So if we do shift bracket, shift bracket. All right, so this gets rid of that display. This should cycle if we had more blocks in here, of course. Yeah, so you can see we can cycle through these, and then we could also place with this. And this should all automatically pick up and everything. So I think if we do... Okay, I don't think there's a way to actually inventory with this unless you get the Dank Null docking station. But, you know, now we have a way to kind of keep cobblestone out of our inventory. So if I drop this on the ground, you know, just mind it. This should immediately go into the Dank Null. And perfect. I don't know. Let's see. How many items does this say? 128 items per slot. So this is pretty limited, right, on the first iteration. Let's see. This does 512, and it just keeps going up. And I'm assuming, yeah, number of slots 54, 45, 36, 27, 18. But they do get more and more expensive every time. So, cool. We've got a little bit of kind of inventory management with that. And yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. Alrighty, so I can actually get the knapsack put on here because I have got an upgrade. So let's put this on here. And we are going to... Does it say... Oh, it actually gives you like a 3D model. Pretty cool. Alright, so let's look at the control for this. So category, constructors, armory. Is it H? Is that what we're looking at? Let's try that one more time here. Controls, H, show conflicts. So a whole bunch of stuff is using H. Nope, something else is using multiply. It's one thing after another, right? Oh, I set the wrong thing anyway. H. Let's just do Shift H for right now. Okay, there we go. So we've got the Traveler's Knapsack, and the cool thing about this is it actually doesn't check for backpacks. So we could just shove a whole bunch of backpacks in here. But I think what I want to do is I actually went ahead and made a gold backpack for tools just because I needed to. And I think we could just use this for in general. What is that? Okay, multiply actually is chunk borders apparently for some reason. But that's okay. So we do have just a little bit more storage besides the gold backpack, which is fantastic, right? And we just have more. So between this segment and last, I actually went ahead and died like 7 times in the nether to get blaze rods. Because I have enough ender pearls to actually get ender tanks, which is what we're going to use for power. So I think I want to get into that real quick. Let's see, obsidian. So we need 2 ender tanks. All right, so 2 of these bad boys. So we need 2 cauldrons. Okay, so 2 cauldrons. 1, 2. And we'll just grab 2 of these. Perfect. And we're going to quickly sleep through the night real quick. I haven't done that in a minute, actually, so might as well. It's not like we have phantoms or anything to worry about, but might as well. All right, so let's hop, skip, and jump over to the farm here. And something else I will want to do soon is actually get a round robin servo, or just a better servo so we could do round robin, right? But for now, we're going to place this down, and we're actually going to let fluid fill up this, which means that backlog is going to get pushed out. We should be producing more canola. The farm should activate, so we're going to be using a little bit more power, but this is going to be a problem because this is not smart enough to tell where to push this. So let's actually look at getting a better servo real quick. All right, so we have several different tiers of servos, and I think the one I want to go for is the reinforced. If you actually hold shift, you can see what each one of these does. So this one has blacklist, metadata, NBT, or dictionary mod owner for filter, and a few other things. So let's see, I believe... Yeah, Signalum gives you like a speed boost. So let's actually go for this one and see if we actually get round robin. I don't remember if servos actually do, but, you know, it's worth a shot here. So let's grab that, and let's actually grab 2 of these, and then some silver. So this and this and this and this will make what we need for this. Hopefully. All right, so we have 4 electrum ingots inside of here. So this did actually work. Perfect. Just grab all 4 of them real quick here. All right, and then we can turn one of these into nuggets and then grab a servo. So actually, if we take a normal servo and use an Electrum ingot on it, we should be able to convert it to a newer servo. So let's actually go try. I can't remember if I need to swing at it or if I need to wrench it off. I might need to wrench it off, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, I will need to wrench it off. I know there was one version where you could actually smack it with an ingot and get it to work, but not this version. So let's just knock this whole thing out. Combine the servo to this. There. Boom. Okay, so we don't have round robin on this either. I thought we would have. But we do not. I don't know if we actually have round robin options at all then. So what we might need to do is look at conduits, which are these fluid conduits here, which require quite clear glass. But they actually are pretty cool about how they extract. But I honestly don't remember. So it'd be something we have to look at. But I think for now this is going to work. Right? Because we've got a decent chunk of canola oil. Refined canola oil. Whenever this fills up, we should be pretty decent off. And I think, how much canola do we still have? If we wanted to, we could probably increase the canola press production. Right? Just put like another canola press here, another fermentation barrel, and then another fluid pipe. I think we could do that. We do need power for the canola press, though. Which I guess we could just run from here to here. Actually, we could just run it under. That wouldn't be too terrible. Alright, let me get everything real quick, and we can do that real quick. I don't think that would be a bad idea at all. Alrighty, so I've set up the canola press and the fermentation barrel, and now we have an ender tank. Okay, this ender tank is full of refined canola oil, and we can use this for the oil generators, right? This is going to be kind of our source of power, and I'm hoping we have enough to do that. And with the round robin thing, by the way, that was for items only. There is no round robin for fluids, sadly. So that is interesting, because if you look here, you can actually see that there's a nearest, furthest, random, round robin. Here, we don't have that. Kind of sad, but it's okay. We'll get over it. But we do have enough refined canola oil here and in here that hopefully we will get a backlog of that and all of that jazz. Of course, this stuff is going to burn out probably pretty quickly, but we'll see. So I'm going to get at least one canola generator, and I want to see about getting some sort of energy cell. I want to get to ore doubling in a more refined, compact version, so either Mechanism, Actually Edition, something of that sort, so we don't have to do this. Maybe even IC2, I'm not sure. So let's actually grab a couple oil generators here. Alright, so let's look up oil generator. Alright. I'm going to grab a couple of these because it's just crafting, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I've set this up to have 2 oil generators and an energy cell at the end. Of course, there's the leadstone flux ducts running under here, and we're just kind of filling this up, right? For now, we don't have a lot of things to use power besides, you know, this and this. So kind of building up that power, and there are different tiers of this, but I can't remember fully how to get them. Let's see. I know thermal has different iterations where they basically changed. Yeah, so like this. Here's their reinforced upgrade kit, right? And this needs some sort of hardened glass. You know, better power storage if we wanted to. Using these upgrade kits is one of those ways, right? You've also got the hardened, which is bronze, Invar, and redstone. And I believe you can just right-click with that kit onto this, and it'll actually upgrade it. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what happens. You can also do the holding upgrades, which is just enchanting this thing. But I think for now, 2 million RF should be fine. All right. So why do we need power basically immediately, right? We want to get to stop using this and actually start using something else. And I don't know if ore... let's actually look at the crusher from Actually Additions. I don't know if this actually gives us all the recipes. It does. Perfect. So if we actually look at ore here, just kind of look at gold. Let's see. Crusher. Okay, so we can get 2 gold dust and then smelt that down into something else, right? So yeah, 2 to 2. All right. So if we actually grab what is called a double furnace, or used to be called double furnace, it's now called powered furnace. If we actually look at grabbing one of these, let's actually just snag the top 2 furnaces here so we don't have to make none. And if we go here, we need a few things. So Anori crystals, I have a few of those. This, black quartz. So let's grab 2 basic cells. Perfect. And then need sticks. I have everything else other than sticks. Fantastic. All right, iron casing. And then cobblestone. There we go. Powered furnace, because we already have the crusher. So what we should be able to do, I'm actually just going to move this. Well, actually, I guess I don't really need to move this. Let's get rid of the coal generator. And I'm going to put this here, the powered furnace here. And I think we can just run the line down. But I kind of want to run it off of this, if that makes sense. Let's actually go grab a crescent hammer. I guess it's time to actually make our first wrench of the game. So crescent hammer is 3 iron, 1 tin. So 1 tin and then 3 iron. All right. So what we can do here is we can actually knock out... Ooh, can I not do that? I thought I could toggle... There we go. Toggle connection. And then to the right here, we'll output. And then everything should get powered from that. We'll do auto split items on here. So what I should be able to do is actually pipe into this. I think... I can't remember. I know Actually Additions doesn't have like the auto config option. So let's grab chests. Let's grab some item ducts. Probably need some servos. So let's grab just some basic servos here. 2 seems fine. All right. Can I throw in... I kind of need some ore. Do I have any ore just sitting around? But I should be able to use osmium ore. All right, so this does nothing. All right. Pick this up. Put this right here. Item duct. Servo. Just extract. Osmium. Okay, osmium is going in here. Perfect. But I do not think it will output any direction. Right? So if we actually go behind this wall... We'll probably need 1 more servo after this, by the way. We can actually do... Not that. This. Redstone. And that should go into the back of this. There we go. These servos are quite slow. So, you know, take that as you will here. And then we're going to need another servo to go... Oh, man. I forgot. This version doesn't have separated chests. So we're actually going to need like a drawer or something. What else can we use? A crate? I might have a crate in here, actually. Yes, I have a crate. Alright, let's go make another servo real quick. So servo. Perfect. And we just put that there, and that should extract out of this very, very slowly. Yeah, so we're going to want to upgrade basically all of this, right? We're going to basically want to get better servos and everything soon. So I'm actually going to grab 8 pieces of this, 8 pieces of this. We're going to make some Electrum. Actually, I kind of want to make 9 so I can make a full block. 3, 6. Yeah, so that should be 9, and we'll make a full block of Electrum. Let me get those servos upgraded, and I'll be right back with you. And also, real quick, to remove a servo, simply just right-click with the crescent hammer, and that'll give you the servo off of the duct. So we can actually do that there. Ignored. This again. Reinforced. And of course, if we go behind this wall, right-click, and add an Electrum ingot to here. And then, boom, make sure we ignore, and cover this all back up. So that should run just a little bit faster with how we pipe stuff in. Of course, these aren't going to be the quickest. If we wanted to, we could actually get the double crusher, because that is a thing. Let's see, right here. So 2 crushers, iron casing. You know what? Let me get that, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we have the double crusher. We'll just throw this down right here. We're going to disconnect. Not that. I got to remember, just right-click disables it. Alright, then we can do auto split. And of course, throw our osmium back up in here. And this should go, right? Perfect. You can see we're just doubling it. Now we have 2 outputs here, 2 outputs here, and this should be good. This is kind of just a good start for ore doubling without using the smeltery, because the smeltery is cool and all, but after a while, gathering lava, all of that stuff, it does get a little old. So, with that, I am going to wrap up this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really am enjoying this, and I believe it's going to be a lot of fun messing with Actually Additions. We're going to get into the empowering and all of that stuff sooner or later, so I hope to see you guys when we do that. Stay awesome. Bye-bye.